Alright, a tambourine mother effers. Back at it. Everyone, SilverCheesecake. Part 2. Farce and Drizzling Rain. I think we're nearing the conclusion. We've got quite a bit of the story wrapped up so far. So now we're just trying to get back to the museum, I think. The lake is deeply gloomy. It'd be better not to get close. Even if I go back, there's no path this way. Was there now? Oh boy. Suga-kun. If we were to get out of this forest, what about your voice, Suga-kun? Suga-kun, your voice. Can't we get it back somehow? Make him forget his memories too? Don't worry about that. That was sweet of her, though. What is it? The protective charms? About that. Well, actually, while in the forest, one of them snapped each time I encountered something strange, so they've all broken. I'm sorry, even though you did so much handing them to me. That's what those protective charms are for. Speaking of which, Suga, that sword of yours, I get the feeling that it's slightly shining. But is that also made of night glowstone? Did you make that, Suga-kun? And could you have made that necklace too? Amazing, Suga-kun. You've become, as you said in the past. Even the night glowstone has a limit. The sword is almost done. Let's hurry on ahead. Oh. Suga-kun! Is it painful? Your throat? It's my fault. Quick, if we don't get out of here, Suga-kun, you'll also... I'll let you escape, I'll let you escape, I'll let you escape. Suga-kun, are you alright? Found you, my cute child. He just stuffed me in his pocket. Okay. Suga-kun, there was definitely an underground path that connected to the well and the lower path. Okay, now this is where I gotta get the ladder, I think. Oh! Like, so it's decayed. Alright. Alright, the tambourine mother effers. Back at it. Cut it down! No. Well, there was a rope, so I guess I could... But what was the point of the ladder? Oh, well, that's problematic, isn't it? The water's risen due to the rain. Suga-kun, it's so dark, so it'd be reckless to swim further in. Let's look to see if there's another path. Now do we get the ladder? Wooden ladder. Ah, yes! But this ladder is being held by a rope. If only we had a sword. Are you able to cut it with that sword? I feel like wrote a note. Yes, I am. Alright. Where the fudge are we keeping that ladder? There's gotta be a way I can get over there, too. There's also a path on the other side, but it seems like it can be crossed by putting a ladder here. There we go. Can I take the ladder back? Could be useful. It's locked, so it won't open. It's not locked, so it will open. Pedestal made of rock has been set here. Why is it that there are so many doors underground like this? Memo with hastily written writing on it. This is exactly what the Saint Mask is. The disgusting deeds were in the inner forest and thus in this underground shrine. The writing is so rough that it can't be read. Old documents covered in dust have been left here. Lined with old documents. Words in old language have been written here, and it's quite difficult to decipher them. In the interior of the forest of Drizzling Rain is the haunt of a whirlpool of souls of love and hate. Who was the one who made it? However, the ones who deceived the village must have been none other than us. Words in... okay. They're stuck together so much the pages don't flip. Why are they tightly stuck together like that? In the distant past, our ancestors received the Nicholas Stone from a certain man. Why is it that my ancestors agreed with that man's deeds? Perhaps they may have been deceived. It was because that man, in order to entrap one woman he fell in love with, just for that purpose, deceived the people of the village. It was like mere lust. It was perhaps unmistakably a twisted love. That loved woman had her husband, child, and child in her belly killed, and was made to live her entire life in prison as a plaything. Oof. How could it be holy for us to pray to that stone implanted with love and hatred as a source of protection? I saw into the interior of its darkness. Just which generation among my ancestors would have made it like this in there? The filth was not in there. Rather, it was perhaps I, who have done nothing, who was the filthy one. Quite dreadful indeed. Almost everything was. Everything after that has been so crumpled and roughly written that it's not possible to read it. Oof. I might have to read that again. Alright, I just need a moment. Let me read this again. Because, like, when I read it out loud, it's tough for me to understand it. So, the woman, I'm assuming, is the Katoria Bake. And she was human at one point. And just treated like dog crap. Her family was killed and stuff. Whew. That's... And the thing underground, that's the prison which she stayed in. So that room with, like, the whole copulation thing must have been, like, the room that she stayed in. That's, oof, that's brutal. Good grief. Faintly, some light leaks in from above. Could this place be connected to the outside? The question is, who was the originator of the Nightglow Stone, then? Then, I'll need to do something to get out of here. But the ceiling is quite high. I'll need to call for help. Alright, gives me the option. Oh, maybe... so it allows me to read stuff if I need to. There's no use just worrying over this. Let's try calling for help right now. Come on, call with me. Oh, wait. Sorry, Sue. It'll be alright. You don't have to worry, because I have a big voice, and my throat is fine. Someone! Is someone there? If someone's there, please respond. Someone! 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 Ugh. It'll be alright. Hey, we can't just give up here. Suga-kun, you don't want me to make such an agonized voice, or face. Maybe he's going to use his voice, and he's thinking about doing that. After all, Suga-kun, all up until now, you've always protected various people from that spirit, right? If so, then it'll be alright. Surely we'll be able to return to safely today, too. It'll be alright, because Suga-kun, when you were scared and crying, I also made a promise to protect you, Suga-kun. Alright, if it's decided like that, I'll need to raise a larger voice. The night glowstone outside broke. Ugh. But this voice is surely of that... a spirit like those children. Ugh. Suga-kun? You can't go that way. Even if it's not the Katoria Bake, the spirit of those children have come in. Eh? This is a Nightglow Stone. You want me to take it? Nightglow Stone is a protective charm, a purification stone. Now I wonder if I have the option to, like, not get that Nightglow Stone that was in that area where his old workshop, I suppose. And then, like, I would be just completely screwed here. You can't... Hey, Suga-kun, by giving this to me, what do you intend to do? Beautifully polished Nyko stone. It's giving off a light blue. Okay, so this is probably the point in which... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. I meant to save so I could... whatever. I can't accept it. I don't want to turn Suga-kun into a victim any more than this. This forest is calling me. You don't need to become the victim, Suga-kun. Hey, Suga-kun. Why did you live for so many years in that museum where there's nobody anymore? Why did you just simply try to chase me away once you knew who I was? Why did you, when I said I wanted to know about my dead parents, allow me to stay there? Suga-kun, you've been always trying to keep that promise, haven't you? It might not have been for my sake, but if it was, then... Please, stop it. Let that promise be no more. Because I want to protect you, Suga-kun. So, Suga-kun, take that stone with you. Understood. I will take the stone with me. But while I take the stone and go over to the other side, you will stay here. Because I'll come back for sure. Understood. During this time, I'll be calling for help, so just don't do anything reckless. You must absolutely come back. Because it's a promise. Oh, he smiled. No. Suga-kun. Help! Someone! Please, we're here and we can't get out. I've fallen and I can't get up. Someone, we're in danger! Please, someone, please find us. One-san, are you here? Sakuma! One-san, as I thought, you were here. Sakuma-chan! Hey, are you alright? Officer Michizaki too! Ah, great. Please help me out from here. Understood. Just wait a little. Right now, I'll bring you something you can climb. Good. With this, we can get out of here. But Suga-kun still... Suga-kun! Ah, great, you were alright. You see, Sakuma-chan and Officer Michizaki have noticed that we were here. It's alright now. Suga-kun? One-san, here it is! Quickly, get up from there, you guys. And then I was able to safely exit from that forest in that place underground. Sakuma-chan cried out like a dog just as she saw me, and Officer Michizaki made a bitter smile as if feeling relieved. Perhaps because Suga-kun also came to relax a little, he also let out a laugh, with an expression blurred by fatigue. And I certainly cut the strung-up string of tension, and only remember abruptly collapsing right there. Whatever the case, I think it was truly great we were able to get out of that forest. Sakuma-chan and Suga-kun were alright. I was happy about above all else. The next day, Suga-kun and Sakuma told me very sternly to go back. The Kotoriobake is still looking for you, One-san. Sakuma-chan, who said that with quite a serious face, had a terribly sad expression. But I was a little hesitant to say anything. It was because there was something I was anxious about. Of course, it was about Suga-kun. As for me, who remembered everything in the past, my promise with Suga-kun was quite precious. At least for just him, there's no way I could let him be the victim and suffer. I, thinking that, couldn't go back in honest good judgment. As I was like that, Suga-kun smiled just a little, and softly wrote a memo for me. Once the forest has calmed down, it'd be fine for you to come again. Because in that time, I'll contact you. The words were written in pretty letters that he wrote, looked sincere in all respects. To my question of, really? He nodded several times, so I could only swallow those words. And so I decided to return at least once eventually. So now, I'll be returning back home. It's painful when I think that, actually. It's tiresome only for you, Suga-kun, but... Understood. Sakuma-chan also said that. But once it calms down, you'll absolutely contact me, alright? I have not still properly made any thanks. I am truly thankful, Suga-kun. I am glad I remembered that promise. Then I'll be going now, because it's just about time the train comes. Suga-kun? Is that the night glow stone you had at the time, Suga-kun? Eh? Wait, what? Wait, just wait, Suga-kun. Hey, wait, just wait, Suga-kun. I don't want to forget anymore. Oh, he's erasing her memory. It's like a war of two promises right now. Holy cow. I hear the sound of a train. Thinking this is strange, I opened my eyes. When I did so, I was surprised from the bottom of my heart that I was actually riding a train. A train I've never seen before. It was merely running past places I've never seen before. How strange. I don't remember ever riding in such a train. Why am I riding a train in the first place? I tried searching my memory, but I couldn't remember anything. In any case, I asked the ticket inspector around the conductor whether this train stops at the station at my home. During so, it seems as if this train is running on a line far from the town where I live, and that I would need to change trains several times. More and more, I didn't know what was going on anymore, and my head puzzled over it. But in the end, I wasn't able to remember anything. In any case, I need to get back home. Once back at home, let's just sleep for the time being. Tomorrow, I'll need to visit my parents' grave. Even though I've surely been visiting the grave almost every day, I somehow get the feeling I haven't visited for a while. While thinking these wandering thoughts in order to escape from this unusual affair, I continue gazing at the flowing scenery until the station of my next switch. It's just as if something precious has gone completely missing. I get the feeling that it is something I definitely shouldn't have forgotten. Where have I ever ended up losing such a thing? Before I knew it, my cheeks had become wet with tears. Oh, man. Oh, man. I guess that's the end. Oh my gosh, I knew there were other endings too, and I might play them, try to find them. So we'll see. But other than that, holy cow, that was really good. I enjoyed that. I wasn't sure when I started this at first, but it ended up getting really good, and just understandable enough. It's not like too complex, but also not like overly simple of a plot. And there's some interpretive value in it, I think. Very interesting that I got into the Vanished Promise. So I don't know if that was a good ending or what. I'm sure there would have been another ending if I would have accepted the Nightglow Stone. Because if I had it, then he wouldn't have erased my memory. So maybe I will do it. I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like if you liked it, dislike or disliked it. I enjoyed this game very much. Yeah. And as always, peace!